Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper, and welcome back everyone to another video. In this one, I have something insane to talk to you guys about today. We're going to be going over all of the Darkest Shore Easter egg steps that are still unsolved. There's a bunch of things in this map that still have not been completed, and we know this from Cameron Dayton, and I wanted to make this video as sort of a rally call for the community to get everybody involved up to speed on all these potential Easter egg steps in the Darkest Shore that could lead to something much bigger. Now, that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, a like rating would be awesome to help this spread around to more people. We will aim for 500 likes. That would be incredible. Subscribe if you are brand new to this channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I will keep you guys updated if anything happens with these Easter egg steps, and it's going to be a great place for World War II zombies, so stick around here anyways. Now, I made a video just like this for the Final Reich a little while ago, and you guys seem to really enjoy that video, so I figure I would do the same thing for this map. Now, speaking of the Final Reich, really quickly, as a small update, there was a live stream that IGN did with Cameron Dayton, the director of World War II Zombies, and he talked about potential Easter eggs in the Final Reich that the community still has not solved, and he confirmed that there is a lot of things that we haven't hit on yet. So I'm going to let you listen to that clip now, and then we'll come back and talk about these Darkest Shore Easter egg steps.
We got a question from Jeffrey Parrish on YouTube. Have all the secrets been unlocked by the community on the Final Reich, or are there still some secrets left unfound?
Oh, there's still some secrets left unfound. There's still and
sorry guys, keep looking.
All right, things are getting tight up here.
So you heard it here from Cameron first. There are still things in the Final Reich that we haven't solved, but that's not really what the discussion is today. And also, he was about to say something else until my boy over there cut him off. Like, dude, thanks, dude. But getting into this, the first Darkest Shore, what I think is potentially an Easter egg that hasn't been solved and is just too oddly suspicious to not be something, are these certain power boxes that you can find around the map, and there are two sets of them. So if you come over here around the Pack-a-Punch machine and it's near one of these minecart systems, there are two sets of these, and the first one is on this wall. Now, they are identical to the other set, but you see like these four batteries, like these power boxes that are hooked up to a certain, like this pipe here. And they have writing on them along with like another code, like M1, M2, M3, and M4. Now, if you actually translate these words, the top one that says Oberfläche, I hope I'm saying that right, I know I'm butchering these pronunciations, but the top word translates to surface. The second word, the middle one, says Gentiel, and I know I destroyed that pronunciation too, but that actually means opposite. And then the final word on the bottom that's under that line says Innerhalb, and that means within. And then also, of course, they have their descending number sequence that goes down, so M1, M2, M3, and M4. Now, I'm going to come over here, and then this one's by the AA gun, and I'll show you the other set of these batteries that are completely identical to the other one, from what I understand. I haven't seen any differences at all, besides this one sparks a little bit, which doesn't probably mean anything. But the gold knobs on the side, the first one is tilted, the other two are straight up, and then the bottom one is completely facing down. And I feel like these might need to be adjusted somehow. I'm not even really sure, but they're like too detailed, and they stick out too much to be nothing, you know what I mean? I think this is a good place to start for an Easter egg that we haven't solved, and in fact, I thought this was part of the main quest when we were hunting day one. I was focusing a lot on this because it really seemed like a logical choice to go with, and unfortunately right now, it hasn't, you know, been related to anything. So I would say, if you guys want to start hunting an unsolved Easter egg, probably start with these power boxes and see what you can find. And also, by the way, let me announce really quick, if you guys find anything, or any sort of unsolved Easter egg that you think is a step that's in the Darkest Shore that isn't included in this video, let us know in the comments below. This is a whole community discussion here. But don't worry, this is far from being over. We have a lot more steps to talk about, and a lot more interesting ones as well. Now, the second one that I want to bring to your attention is something that is in the ancient room for when you're doing the Easter egg. Now, you'll see that there are three of these torture chambers on the ground, kind of looking like tombs or something, and the outline of these have these small tiles that are different colored and with a different letter on them. So, for example, like you'll see that there's colors like red, green, and purple, and they have like R, G, and B on it. Now, the colors do not necessarily ever correspond with the letter that's on it, so the colors doesn't have to necessarily mean like the start of the color, like the letter. So, for example, the green tile doesn't always have a G on it, you know what I mean? But it looks to be completely random, and when I first saw this, I was thinking that maybe this is like a super complicated version of the pest step where you need to hit these fuses in like a really long order. And as interesting as that would be, I don't think that's actually a step because there are way too many of these things for that to be a thing, and also the colors wouldn't make sense. So I don't know, this is something else completely entirely different, maybe some kind of cipher, some kind of hidden message. I'm honestly not really sure what it is right now. And also, an interesting thing to note is that the tomb, right when you walk into the room, like in front, the one nearest to you, has these color tiles on it. The one on the right also has colored tiles, but the one on the left has no letters, and they're not colored at all. They're completely blank, which is weird. You'd figure all three would be, or none at all. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. I mean, maybe this is some kind of complicated message. I'm going to look into it a little bit more and see what I can find, but I also want to encourage you guys to look at it for yourself in game. I'm not really sure how the video quality is in terms of being able to see all of these letters, so I encourage you to jump into a game and look at it for yourself for a better detail of it. Now, so far, I think that these two potential Easter eggs are very, very strong leads to something else. Maybe it's something major, maybe it's not. Maybe it's like a minor Easter egg, sort of like the classic PPSH within the Final Reich. You guys know how we did the money bowls in there. And speaking of money bowls, that leads right into our next Easter egg. There are money bowls in the Darkest Shore. Now, for those of you who are unfamiliar with this Easter egg, in the Final Reich, there were 4 money bowls around the map that you drop points into, and then, like, dollars will come out of it, and after it takes your points. And then once you hit all 4 of them, what happens from there is that every time you hit the box, you have a small chance of getting the classic PPSH out of it. It's better than the standard PPSH in the standard map, and it's like really, really good to use. People go for it all the time. It's a nice little side Easter egg to go after as well. Now, they do have the exact same money bowls in this map. Now, here's the thing. So far, I have only located 2 of these money bowls, but they act a little different than they do in the Final Reich. They accept your points, but not really at the same time. Like, I'll show you what I mean. So the first one can be located in the bunker here by the saw, and you can see it right on the floor right there. I drop my points in there, and I let some zombies come in. I get some kills around it, and what you'll see is that after getting a few kills, the bowl is just gone. Like, it just disappears out of nowhere. I'm not really sure what to make of it. It does it for the other bowl as well, and I'll show you where that one is located. I'll just get a few kills around it, and after a little while, it just kind of disappears, and I don't see it ever again. So I don't really know what to make of these things, but here's the second one by the flat cannon, by the AA gun, if you want to mess around with that. But so far, I've only found 2 money bowls, and to be honest, I'm not really sure if these have to do with anything, to be honest. They could be something entirely. These are the exact models used in the Final Reich to get the classic PPSH Easter egg. You know, you drop your money, and then it does that. So it is definitely involved in something, but in the Darkest Shore, these bowls act a little weird, and like, if anything is not an Easter egg, it would probably be this. If they just used the same model for that bowl, and they just used it for decoration and just kind of put it in for memes, then that'd be a little lame. I'd be kind of disappointed, but I encourage you guys to look at it anyways. I think we should overlook nothing, and if nothing comes of it, then hey, I won't be too disappointed, but if something does happen with it, then I'll be pleasantly surprised. Now, the final Easter egg I want to talk about is sort of going to tie all of these together, and if something does, you know, become of this, it's going to be probably starting with this brand new Easter egg coming up. So what I'm going to show you guys is this can happen when you're charging the pest, when you're doing that step of the Easter egg where you need to shoot the saw off the fuses in order to change him different colors and basically paint the colors of pain, as Dr. Straub says. So as you can see here, I'm trying to save 1 pest on this round to sort of make an example of it, and what happens is I shoot this blue fuse to charge the initial sacrifice pest that you need to do anyways for the step, and then when he gets charged, I look over at the other one that I'm holding, and he has a red charge on him as well, and he just kind of stood there in place for a little while before he starts moving again. Now, I've had a time where I was holding a regular zombie and not a pest, you know, aside from the sacrifice, and when he got charged and he had that red glow around him, he was stuck in place infinitely. I literally waited there for like 3 or 4 minutes to see if he would move, and he was stuck being charged. So I don't know if that was a glitch or you're supposed to take advantage and do something during that time, but I've heard a lot of people reporting this, and this also is like replicable. Now, I don't know if it's replicable for him to stay where he is or just to be momentarily charged, but I thought it was interesting, and I don't really know why that happens. But my big theory here was something like this. Do you remember the Easter egg that I talked about just a few moments ago about the tiles around those torture chambers? He says to paint the colors of pain. A torture chamber is of course involved in pain, and maybe those tiles around him were the colors of pain. So maybe if we were able to take a zombie and type in that exact code with the colors, which also I don't know if is even possible, but they just seemed very strangely correlated and would make sense, I think. I feel like if there's anything that we should look into, it should be these tiles and then perhaps these charged zombies. These are the biggest leads so far. If you want to look for something small, maybe go with the money bowl, but there's so many things in this map that still have gone, you know, unnoticed. We recently discovered how to upgrade the rip saw using, you know, those Enigma machines, and then you fire the AA gun to some random point in the water to get a fuse to upgrade that thing, which is interesting. So there's still a lot to be discovered, and Cameron Dayton has said so, but it's just kind of right now narrowing down what we should even sort of put our priorities for. And I know a lot of you guys are concerned about double pack-a-punch, and listen, that's actually one of the most successful videos on my channel speaking about double pack-a-punch in this game. I'm gonna say that maybe within the next coming DLCs, actually definitely within the next coming DLCs, we are going to see some form of maybe double pack-a-punch added to this game. I'm fairly confident. It's not in right now, but it should be later, and you can have my word on that. But if there's any other Easter egg steps in the Darkest Shore that you guys think need to be noticed and have gone unsolved, any leads that you might have, please let everybody know in the comments below, and check the comment section for people if you guys want to leave your gamer tags and then get into lobbies with people so you all can hunt. You know, just leave your gamer tag, leave your console in below, and then, you know, you can all send each other invites. You know, go in my comment section and make some friends. But these are all the leads for unsolved Easter eggs that I'm currently aware of right now, and I will keep you guys updated. And also, let me know in the comment section if you have any. This is a free discussion. I encourage you guys to let me know as well. But other than that, if you guys enjoyed the video, a like rating would be very much appreciated. That'd be awesome. Subscribe if you are new to this channel. And without further ado, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Once again, I really do appreciate it. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you all on the next live stream or the next video. Peace out.